Welcome to the Classy Cousin podcast, where poise has a voice, elegance has an attitude, and every month your favorite cousin helps you rise above the foolishness with grace. Now, before we begin to get into today's topic, let's do a little house cleaning, my classy cousins. This show is officially a monthly podcast and it premieres the first of every month. I know last month it premiered on Halloween on October 31st, but we were basically trying to get everything situated. So I thought that, it would be a good idea to try to get ahead of schedule. But moving forward, you will be getting a monthly podcast episode of the Classy Cousin podcast on the first of each month. Now, every episode we will break down how to handle not so classy situations, how to stay elegant in a chaotic world, and trust and believe 2025 has been very chaotic, and how to keep your crown polished when people try to dull your shine. We are also launching a new segment called Etiquette, Keep It or Sweep It, where we will review old school and modern etiquette rules and decide which ones fit in today's society. Some will not make the cut, okay? And I just want to just basically preface you before we begin into our topics for this episode, exactly what we are trying to do here at the Classy Cousin. So stay tuned. Okay, let's switch gears to a more positive note. Since it's a holiday season, let's sprinkle in some classy cousin Christmas etiquette. So for our etiquette, keep it or sweep it holiday edition, here are 10 etiquette tips to keep your holidays smooth, peaceful, and drama free, or at least drama light. So I'm going to go through a list of these 10 holiday etiquette tips, and I'm going to basically see if they work today in 2025 or if we need to keep them in 1925, okay? So the first one is never show up empty-handed, even if it's just sparkling water. Now, this one here, I swear by this. I don't care who invites you. If someone was nice enough to open up their home or their establishment to you during the holiday season and invite you to a party, a soiree, or even just a simple kickback, a nice little bottle of something or a nice little candle or a book that you think they would be interested in, that right there just gives a nice little hint of class to the situation. It shows the host that you thought of them and that you're grateful and appreciative that they thought enough of you to invite you to their event. So that one I'm gonna keep because that one I do. Number two, regifting is fine only if it's brand new and thoughtful. That one I will keep and I'm going to add an additional note too. If you're going to regift, make sure that you regift it and it's new and you never opened it, hint, hint. But make sure that you regift it to another environment, meaning that it's another person. If someone gives you something in church and it's like, oh, I like this. This is nice, but it's probably not nice for you. You probably could regift it, but regift it to probably someone at your job that knows no one from the church that you attend, or if it's someone at your job and it's a nice gift, but you think your neighbor might like it, you can regift it to your neighbor. Just make sure that your neighbor does not know anyone on your job, because that type of situation with regifting can get very sticky because you might end up regifting back into the same circle of where you got the gift from. So that one we can keep, but it might be some stipulations to it. Now, number three, Ask before bringing extra guests. Holidays aren't mystery tours. Exactly. If you are going to someone's home, they invite you to their home. Sometimes they'll stay, you can have a plus one, you can bring the kids or what have you. But if you're thinking of bringing your out of town cousin, or if you're thinking about bringing an old college friend or what have you, ask the host. The host is opening up their house. Holidays are known notoriously for having break-ins into people's homes, stealing gifts and what have you. Not saying that your extra guest would actually do something like that, but a lot of times people are not comfortable with people coming into their home that they have no idea who they are or what they are about. So do not, under any circumstances, show up to someone's doorstep with someone that they do not know and have never met. Call first. Please call first. So, number 4, respect the host's timeline. If dinner starts at 5, don't come strolling in at 7. Now, this one I agree with, but I'm going to add a little bit more. In the event, because we all live busy lives, our schedules change the last minute, things happen or what have you, call the host. Let them know, okay, dinner is at 5, but I might have to pick up a family member around 5:30, or, I'm running late here because this particular store was closed or what have you, or I have a meeting at 5 o'clock. At least let the host know that you might not be able to make it at 5, and then present another time. Well, am I able to show up an hour late or what have you? Because if they're waiting there and they have a certain time limit at their event, or at, some people, they actually during the holidays rent event spaces and they have a time limit on it. So when you do this, just make sure that you respect the host's time. They put in a lot of effort. They might have a particular time constraint. Make sure that you let them know ahead of time and be respectful of their time. If you are running late, contact them. Say, I'm 30 minutes away. Is that still okay? Am I still able to make it? Because people put out their time and their effort and their money, and all they want in return is a little bit of your time. And just make sure that you're on time. And if you're not able to be on time, let the host know. So it says, if you didn't pay for the meal, don't criticize the meal. That one I can get with. Um, if you're able to, you don't have to eat what you didn't find tasty. You don't have to say it out loud. You just, well, I'm not eating that particular dish right now, or what have you. You don't have to criticize it. You don't have to embarrass the host or what have you. Just keep your commentary to a minimum in regards to that. So I can get with that. Offer to help clean up. Even if the host says no, ask anyway. I was at an event. I offered to clean up. I started to clean up, but everybody had everything all situated. Had like a whole little military shutdown situation. And I just felt like I was in the way. So I just backed out of the kitchen, but I still offered to help. It just shows that you're appreciative of all of the effort that the host put in, and you would like to contribute by helping them clean up, because cleaning up sometimes is the worst. You have a whole gang of dishes, you might have to vacuum. It's a lot going on. So it is nice when a guest does offer to help. So that one I like. Also, keep gift comparisons to a 0. Don't ask, is that all they got you, or is this all you're going to get me, or what? In this day and time, with the economic downturn, if someone sits up here and they actually thought enough of you to buy you a gift that might have been all the money that they had, but they still thought of you, be appreciative of it. Be thankful. They could have not gotten you anything at all. And in this instance, especially in this time, it's the thought that counts. Just be thankful for that person's presence during the holiday season. Be thankful that another year is coming to an end and you're around family and friends. And that's really what we should be focusing on. We also know it's Jesus' birthday, that birthday Jesus. But we really should focus on what he taught us, which is to love one another, cherish one another, be there for one another. And I think that's the real gift. Declining an invitation requires a formal reason. Now, this tip, you can just say no, respond, RSVP. Don't leave the post out there. You don't have to give a laundry list of what you're actually going to do. That's fine. Okay? You can just say, no, we're not going to be able to make it. Thank you for inviting us. You don't have to give a huge reason behind it. A simple no, or, thank you for inviting us, but we're not going to be able to make it this time. That works perfectly fine. Okay? Now, I have here, don't start family debates at the table, not even the harmless ones. We're sitting down, we're just trying to have probably some Christmas ham, some mashed potatoes, some candy yams. Don't start any family debates. Don't kick them off. But I will say this, if another family member kicks it off, you can respond in a classy way. And put a pin in that because we're going to come back to that. And I also have basically another note here. This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to etiquette and when it comes to cherishing the time that you have during the holidays with people. All right. It's one that says children must greet adults with a hug. If your child does not want to go over there and hug the cousin Joey or hug Auntie May or what have you, respect that child. Not everyone is open and receptive, and a lot of times things can occur real interesting during the holidays. So if a child's energy might change or they might not feel comfortable, do not force them to hug someone that they don't want to hug. Do not force them to engage with people that they probably don't particularly care for. There's a classy way that you can do this and respond to this and just say, okay, well, maybe at another time or what have you. If the child does not want to, don't push them in that direction. Because now you're teaching a child that they have to feel obligated to deal with a toxic family member or what have you. And I think true etiquette is being authentic. And if that child feels like, nah, I don't want to go over there. I don't want to play with this group of cousins, or I don't want to hug this auntie or uncle or what have you. Let them sit in that. You might want to ask them later on in a private setting, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? But don't grandstand. If the child doesn't want to do it, they don't have to do it. Okay? So remember when I told you guys to put a pin in the don't start family debates at the table, not even harmless ones. But if it gets started, know how to respond in a classy way. Well, now, cousins, I have an early Christmas gift that is wrapped, bowed, and sitting under the tree for you. Take a listen.
Hey, cousin. If you enjoyed our Classy Cousin Thanksgiving clapbacks, you will love our new upcoming series, the Classy Cousin Christmas clapbacks. Have you ever had someone comment on your outfit, your plate, your business, or the gift you bought them during the holidays? Well, these sassy gingerbread spice comebacks will give you just the right thing to say in a classy way. Premiering December 13th on our Classy Cousin TikTok page and YouTube channel, just in time for the 12 days of Christmas.
Yes, we cannot wait to premiere our Classy Cousin Christmas clapbacks on the 13th of this month. And finally, as a special Christmas gift to all my fellow classy cousins, I have another extra special premiere.
Get ready, cousins. The Classy Cousin Show is coming, where each week a new classy cousin steps into a not-so-classy situation and proves that grace, humor, and a little sparkle can fix just about anything. Real moments, real messes, real class. Premieres December 26th on the Classy Cousin TikTok page and YouTube channel. Subscribe now so you don't miss a single episode, where real life meets real class.
I am so glad that the Classy Cousin Show will be premiering at the end of this month on the 26th. And don't forget to check out our Classy Cousin Christmas clapbacks, which are premiering on December 13th. Make sure to subscribe to both our TikTok page and our YouTube channel. They're both named The Classy Cousin. And remember to join us here at the Classy Cousin Podcast to kick off the new year on January 1st, 2026. Have a blessed holiday season.